Welcome back to Pizzey Park here in Burleigh for the 2022 Combined Affiliated States Championship. This is the final of our under-18s matches today to be played between the WA under-18s and the Victorian under-18s. WA coached by Carl Boffey, assistant is Nick Roll, managed by Janelle Saunderson, and Victoria coached by Kane Sinclair, assistant Jackson Brenchley, and managed by Irene Gabel. Victoria, they were triumphant in their earlier game today, 26-0 over Northern Territory, whereas we just saw WA going down narrowly 16-12 to Northern Territory. So WA looking to finish the tournament with a win here against Victoria, who looked pretty ominous in their first game, just didn't give their opponents a chance really. They were clinical in many facets of their game. Super impressive, the Victorian under-18s team. It'll be Rapoama here to kick off. Victoria running from right to left of screen. 30-minute match, this one. We'll have a little break in between, a little interval period after this, and then we've got our three men's games to look forward to this afternoon as well. Victoria taking on Western Australia. Here we go. Fielded there by Latrell Chase as Jack Ballard it was, or Bullard I should say. He's been sold as a rock, hasn't he, Jack Bullard? The bullocking front rower, or middle forward for WA. Can they finish their day in style, the Western Australians? Big shout out to Sully, if you're watching on. Bit of a West Australian rugby league icon, if you like, over there. Sully loves his rugby league and loves Western Australia. So Victoria on the kick return here. Solid opening set from WA. Sinclair. Look at these metres already here from Victoria. Already over halfway and making inroads here in WA territory. That's Nisafolo Whanuku from Clarendon College in Ballarat. Rural Victoria. Looking to play the ball here is Deacon King. And now Polo Jr. A devastating proposition he is when you look up and he's running at you. A little bit of a juggle now, a kick high from Rapoama. Chase is coming through again, the ball bouncing. Victoria have it. Can they keep it alive? Yes, they can. Taonuu with the offload. Now what's happened here? Referee calls knock on.
All the way in, arms around. Ball. Wait for my break, boys. Ball.
So from the scrum feed, Victoria looking very likely here. Hohepa. Little flick pass on the inside there from Rylas Hohepa. Which way will King go here? He goes towards Rapoama. Trouble here. Victoria over. The captain, Josiah Morelli Alama. Try time. Victoria score. Lining up here on the short side. Morelli Alama. Like a bulldozer. Destroying anything and anyone in his path. And the captain strikes first blood here for Victoria. So the skipper to convert his own try. It looks good off the boot. He's got it. So 6-0 Victoria lead. Victoria leading Western Australia 6 points to nil. His under-18s final match of the final day here at Pizzey Park in Burleigh for the 2022 Combined Affiliated States Championship. There's a short one, which almost paid dividends. It was well executed. Got to it first. Did Thomas Leader. Did all the hard work. He caught it. He had it. And as he made contact with the ground, the ball spilled out.
Seconds and locks down and in. Like move it down. Ball 6, ball. Break! Off the left field, well there! Here it is facing me, have a look. Hold, go, 1.
So Victoria now starting to open things up. Faunuku.
Stand together now, 16.
Really good run from Faunuku there, setting things up for Victoria. Here's Philip Talia. That's a knock on against Victoria. WA scrum feed. Knock on the call.
Have a look at the touches, Vic. That's pretty much where you are, mate. Okay, hold him here for the break call. Stand up, boys. Stand up here, combine properly, yeah? Stand up. Locked in. Locked in. Locked in. Seconds locked down. Lock in. 4. Wait! That's good.
So Western Australia being driven back. Here did the ball come loose? Knock on, yes. So Victoria now rewarded for their strong defence. No surprises to see the captain Josiah Morelli-Alama not far away from good things happening for Victoria.
Back on the line, WA. Break. Good.
And here's Philip Talia, jumper number 22. Victoria setting up here. Oh, it looks ominous here. It's only a matter of time. They crash over. Uatasoni with the try. Shalom Uatasoni. Victoria have their second, 10-0 on the verge of a 12-point lead. that one's hit the post. Well, so 10-0 the score. Here's a look at the try again, powering his way over to score for Victoria. Shalom Yuan-Tasoni with the try, and conversion attempt actually hitting the post, so the score 10-0. Western Australia here will go for the short one again. Awiti Kiri. This time the execution just not on point, and they're away here, Victoria. It's Ta'anu'u down the touchline.
It was unconverted. Victoria 10, lead West Australia, get the score.
And now Ethan Barlow-Sewer. He goes to the Grange P12 at Hoppers Crossing. Victoria. Deacon King a dummy half to Leo. At the line, passing to the big fella. Jeremiah Nelly. He's like a freight train, isn't he? And then from dummy half, knock on the call. Deacon King had a crack himself. I thought he had a good look at the try line there, King. But the referee was right on the spot. He's called knock on, and WA lived to see another day at this point. Could have been 12-0, it's only 10. And get away with that somehow, WA, and they're still in the game, only just. They need to get through this set here, though. Western Australia haven't had a lot of possession in the last 5 minutes. Got to get some territory. There's Matthews driven back again. Strong defence by Victoria, led by Matagatau it was. Kaisara Matagatau it was, and now an error from West Australia. So just unable to get any momentum at the moment. They're not completing sets. They're not applying any pressure to Victoria. And Victoria, they are brimming with confidence.
Seconds and lock. Lock. Let's go. Nice down, boys. That's it. Good. Lock all the way in. 4. 7 coming closer. 7 in closer. 2, 4. 3. Straight. Hustle.
So Victoria from the scrum win. Perenisa.
Stand there, boys, together. Go so early, boys. Hold. Go 1. Good.
Now David Tuariki out of Manor Lakes College in Wyndham Vale. Penalty to Victoria. They want the quick tap here. And they kick early. Well, actually, they've gone for the kick for touch in the end. I thought they were going to take the quick tap. This young man has been impressive, hasn't he? Kaisara Matagitau. And now Hohepa. Kaisara Matagitau, I should say. He's having quite a game for Victoria here. So Hohepa plays it, and now here's Tuariki. Deacon King, momentum here, Victoria. Rapawama, early pass here to Whānuku, out the back to Chase Sinclair, and Sinclair scores. Victoria have another as they get around each other. 14-0 with the kick coming up. It is one-way traffic here at Pissy Park for the Victorian under-18 side. Clearly the best team in the 18s category here at the Combined Affiliated States Championship for 2022. And they are enjoying their football. Winners are grinners. shot there away to the left from Morelli Alama. 14-0. Victoria, they lead Western Australia. So fielded here by Victoria's Nisafolo Whanuku, another one who's been right up there as one of their best.
Lead Western Australia, yet to score.
And that tackle just creeping a little high. Penalty to Victoria here. 13 minutes and 3/4 remaining in this match. Victoria, they lead 14 points to 0. The final 18s game of this final day, Sunday, day 3 of the 2022 Combined Affiliated States Championship. A dart from dummy half here from the number 9, Clayton Tapelu. Victoria, they've got some fresh legs on at the moment here as well. Perenise, Cyrus Junior Perenise out of Fountain Gate Secondary College in Narre Warren, and Western Australia have emerged with the football. They played by Carlos Carter. Let's have another look at this. The ball just taken one-on-one. So brilliant play from the WA defence, and Carter did really well there for his state. These young men representing their states and territories here as part of the Combined Affiliated States Championship for 2022. This is Kava Agir out of the Rockingham Sharks in WA. Can they get some points on the board? There's a deep kick finding some space. A fine touch around 20 metres out from the Victorian try line. So Victoria, less than 12 minutes to go, 14-0. You'd have to think another try would put this beyond any doubt. Western Australia still hanging in there for now. How much longer can they hang on for? Bobby Dio. Short side here, Victoria. More second phase play. Western Australia on the back foot again. 20 metres away, Victoria. 3 in the tackle for WA. Big chance here if they can get it out to this left-hand side. They're lining up here, Victoria. Here they come. They've got the overlap. Good defending from WA. If they can switch it back, though, because half the WA team came across in desperation. They managed to contain them somehow. Little kick in behind. It's a beauty. And they're going to have to defuse this. They've just batted it over the dead ball line, WA, and Victoria, they are just smothering the West Australian players at the moment. They're executing beautifully. They're doing all the right things, and Western Australia really on the rack. You'd have to think they'll go for a short one here with 10.5 to play just to get some ball. They need the footy in their hands, WA, and they've gone long, but how much longer can they hold out for? As Tuariki winds up. Step inside here from Matagatau. Kaisara Matagatau to play it in a dummy as he straightens up here. Clayton Tapelu. And Tapelu's over. 20 points to 0. Victoria, they lead Western Australia Clayton Tapelu taking charge, taking matters into his own hand. By taking matters into his own hands, he's come up with a try for his state and some extra breathing space here for Victoria. Rapoama here with the kicking duties, a relatively straightforward one. He's been starting it right and bringing it back to the left beautifully. Looks really good as a goal kicker, doesn't he? Rapoama. The extra 2 for Victoria off the back of the try to this young man, Tapelu. Victoria, 8.5 to play. They lead Western Australia 20-0. Again, they go long here, Western Australia. Victoria. Gee, they've got some strong young men in this team. No stronger than that man, Sule Pole Jr.
Victoria 20, Western Australia yet to score.
Victoria, they want more. Here he is again, Pole Jr. Comes the way through Deacon King now. Barlow Sewer. Flirting with the touchline. Ho Hepper. Dio. Last tackle. Marcelo Salo. Rapoama. Ho Hepper. Little kick over the top for himself. Ho Hepper retrieves it. Flick pass out the back. Still going. Pole Jr. He puts it on the toe. Don't tell me. They almost scored, Victoria. When it's going your way, it's going your way, isn't it? But as they say, you create your own luck, and Victoria is certainly doing that at the moment. Another line dropout. Well, surely they've got to go short here, Western Australia. They just need some football. This is just energy sapping all the defence, all the defending they're having to do. Great dropout. 50 on the fly. David Tuaraki brings it back, and the play the ball wasn't up to standard to the referee's liking, so Western Australia with a break here. Early kick here from Western Australia into open pastures. Will it stay in the field of play? Chasers coming through. Victoria having to backtrack there, and there's a bit of tunnel ball there as he ducked underneath. Did Waka Hakopa Brown Rapiner Edwards it was. Wonderful play there from Brown Rapiner Edwards. Victoria swiftly turned defence into attack. Already up to the 40. This is better defence from Western Australia. Jack Bullard was there. Also Regan Tumoana. But that was wonderful play earlier from Waka Hakopa Brown Rapiner Edwards. He had all sorts of pressure bearing down upon him from the WA chasers. Western Australia 20 out from their own line. Inside the final 5 minutes. This man has been one of their best. Have a look at him with another damaging run. Gee, looks good in full flight, doesn't he? On that left edge, Anderson Hiroti. He's got some great footwork. He's showing glimpses of his ability there to break the line, and when he does, he can be a game breaker. So they get to their kick, Western Australia, but it's out in the full. So just the little things today, WA, and you could put it down to the pressure that the Victorians are applying, but they're just not doing the fundamentals right at the moment, WA. And Victoria, they are cruising. Another dominant display by Victoria. Sule Pole Jr., the number 15 for Victoria. Well, he looks like he has a bright future ahead of him in the game of rugby league. Philip Masalasalo. Masalasalo just told go back and play it on the mark. Here is Pole Jr. again. Takes 4 defenders to bring him to the ground, and now Victoria again. They're lining up. David Tuariki this time. Try to Victoria.
Number 11, David Tuariki.
So Rua Ropawama here, he's had some tremendous success on this side of the field with conversions. We've had a lot of tries scored on this side of the field, this broadcast side, already today. He's a delightful goal kicker, Ropawama. Watch him start this one right, and he'll look to just sail this through the middle of the post, coming back to the left from right to left. Rua Ropawama, let's see what he can do here. I reckon he's going to nail this one. And look at that. Never looked like missing. Like a golf swing. Delightful strike. Rapawama converts 26 points to 0. Victoria, the same scoreline. They defeated Northern Territory in the opening game. Of course, sometimes having that break in between games, I know it sounds in theory like that's the ideal scheduling in this format. You get the little break in between, but you've got to warm up again. You play the back-to-back games and you do stay warm. So not as easy as it sounds. They've done really well, Victoria. Have not conceded a try.
Successful conversion to number 7.
Warm conditions here too. And that's 52 unanswered points today for Victoria in the 18s. Led by this man, Sule Pole Jr. And the play the ball there. Gee, I thought he was lucky to get away with that. Surely the Melbourne Storm would be certainly keeping their eyes out, watching Sule Pole Jr. if they're not already, because he looks like, as I said earlier, he has a very bright future in the game, showing lots of attributes and the makings of a future NRL player, perhaps, with the potential, the flashes that he's showing of potential and the devastating impact he's had on the game. Final seconds, there goes the siren, and this will be the final play. Victoria, 26 points to 0. Gee, the celebration's coming in early. There's a WA player in between all that.
And that is
Victoria, again, getting the job done here. What a way to finish their combined affiliated states tournament for 2022. Another 26-0 win on the final day for them. Victoria 26 in the 18s, defeating the Western Australia 18s to 0. 26-0 Victoria. An emphatic victory. We're going to have a little interval in between now before the men's kickstart. 11:30 a.m. We've got the first of 3 men's games. It'll be the Victorian men's taking on the Northern Territory men's. Plenty to look forward to here throughout the day. We are going to take a short break, but we will return with all the men's action as part of our coverage here of the 2022 Combined Affiliated States Championship. We will see you a little later on and look forward to your company then.